So we feel it's important to hold politicians accountable in some way for the promises they make to voters. If they give up on what they said they would do, or if they fail in their attempts to do it, then voters should have a place to go where they can find good journalism reporting about that. I am Lou Jacobson. I'm the chief correspondent at PolitiFact. I've been with us since 2009.
I'm Samantha Putterman. I am a policy reporter at PolitiFact. I've been with PolitiFact in some form since 2018. So our Biden Promise Tracker monitors the progress for 99 promises that President Joe Biden made during his 2020 campaign. So PolitiFact reporters, track each issue and measure the verifiable outcomes, not just, Biden's intentions or efforts on a promise. And then we issue a final rating of either promise kept, promise compromised, and promise broken. So we've done the same for President-elect Donald Trump's first term and for former President Barack Obama's 8 years in office to help voters, gauge whether presidents kept their word to the American public.
We rate campaign promises based on whether a policy changes or not. It's not sufficient for us for a president to say that they tried really hard to do something, but that the other party blocked them. Since most presidents do try to achieve most of their promises, giving them credit just for trying and not succeeding would basically mean they would keep virtually all their promises, and that's not very helpful for us to tell our readers who are trying to hold them to account. Using our system, the president needs to actually change policy to get a promise kept or even to get a compromise.
So no system, to track these sort of promises is perfect, but we do ask ourselves, a simple question. Was this promise achieved? And if not, was there progress made and how much? So sometimes promises are simply broken, right? Like there's no progress or little effort was made and the goal was just not realized. Other times, a president can still get credit for specific pledges, but fail to achieve the larger goal that underpinned those promises. So for example, Biden pledged to expand affordable housing access, which earned him a compromise rating. His administration did pull levers to increase access and improve more money for housing assistance, but congressional gridlock really stymied those efforts to pass any far-reaching assistance. So the lack of affordable housing has also gotten worse since he's taken office. So he made some progress on this promise in a micro way, but not enough to earn him a promise kept.
So every president is different, and each of the three presidents that we've checked over the years, which are Obama, Trump, and Biden, have made different sets of promises. Basically, Obama had 2 terms, and we checked more than 500 of his promises, compared to Trump and Biden, who we tracked for 4 years each and had about 100 promises. So take these comparisons with a grain of salt. That said, Biden earned a promise kept or a compromise at a higher rate than Donald Trump did, but at a lower rate than Barack Obama did. Biden earned a promise broken about 1/3 of the time, compared to about half of the time for Trump. It's kind of the nature of politics that candidates are going to make bold promises and fail to fully deliver on them or to even deliver on them at all. No candidate is going to promise something unless it fires up their supporters and helps them win. What this does, though, is it sets up a cycle where they are overpromising and underdelivering. And if they underdeliver, it's kind of easy to overlook actual negotiated accomplishments that they struck. It may not be the same thing that they said they were going to do during the campaign, but they can still have significant achievements that are just less than what they had said they would fight for. This is kind of a general challenge for all presidents, not just Biden. They are not dictators. There are other branches of government, and there is another party that can try to use leverage to stop them from doing what they want. So this tends to feed a cycle of disappointment among voters.
If you want to read more about this, just head to politifact.com to read our full story.